Hi fam, welcome back to Nay's Daily. I am a Cameroonian YouTuber. I go by Nay. I just want to say thank you. Like I am appreciative. I'm always going to start by being appreciative for the love, the support, and everything, fam. Thank you so much. The love has been massive. And if it's your first time to see this pretty face, please make sure to hit on the subscription button, to hit on the notification bell, so each time I upload a video, you are the first to know. So, fam, today I'm going to be telling you about the story time about what happened to me, about the time I got duped. But first, wait, pause. Auntie, uncle, you have not subscribed. What is the color of your problem? Please rush right now. You hit on the subscription button, you hit on the notification bell, please, again, so that each time I upload a video, you are the first to know, fam. Please, I'm really insisting on this because please, I want the numbers to grow. I want the family to grow bigger. Please tell somebody to tell somebody about this channel. For anybody who is interested in lifestyle vlogs, entertainment vlogs, travel vlogs, this is definitely the channel you should be on. So straight into our story today. I want to tell you about the time I was duped. That is when I was in lower seats. Yeah, I was in lower seats at the time. I was duped. They took 15,000 francs from me. No, no, actually, they took 15,000 francs from me. They coerced me into go taking 15,000 francs and come 15,000 francs, yes, and then I had to come back and then I give them. Let's get into this story. So at that time I used to learn plating, like I used to learn braiding at back market. That's how it's famously called, like back market. Yes, it's for those who don't know where back market is located, in the food market. I think, is it before the main market? Like there's a small road going down here around the main market there. So I used to learn braiding there. So um I think one day, it's not, I don't know which, cannot remember, I cannot really recall. But on this fateful day, so I left work and I was coming, because remember I told you guys I used to stay at upstation. So when I was coming back, I was climbing the new road hill. On my way, I met this guy, right? There were two of them on the bike. For me, that's what I think, that I thought he was like a passenger on the bike. So they met me, they stopped me, and they're like, "Hey man, please, we are looking for so and so place. Could you please direct us to this location?" I was like, some things, me, I had what was there, I was really living at upstation. So I was like, okay, fine, at least I have an idea of my surrounding or of where places are. So I was trying to direct, like, okay, if you go down this way, you go down that way, definitely, you if you go down this way, yeah, you get to your destination. So I was like, that guy tapped me and said, "Hey sister, mm, mm, you're the only child of your mom. I see spirits following you. I see that if we don't wash you or if we don't pray for you, something bad is going to happen to you. And mind you, I am the only child of my mom." So I was like, how did these people know this story? Who told them about this story? So I was like, yeah, there might be some atom of truth in what this guy is saying. So I was like, okay, fine, now let's pray here. He was like, no, we cannot pray here because as he is now, right now, he is feeling that there is a snake in somebody's toilet, and if he starts prayers now, it's going to disturb the snake's stomach and the prayers will not go through. As naive as I was like, okay, it's fine. I don't even know what I was thinking, because the bike rider was standing there waiting for him. So to me, I don't know, I was so naive. I still thought it was still a passenger. Meanwhile, it was not. So it's now like till date that I have it came to my realization that it was a gang. There were two of them. They were walking. Both of them were in this together. So okay, fine. He said we should get on the bike. I don't know. I was getting on the bike too. I don't know. In lower seat, I was supposed to. In fact, small sense. I was supposed to have small sense in my head, but I did not have small sense in my head. I got on that bike. We went to, there is a cattle market, like once you climb the station here and you're going down, there's the cattle market there. That place there is, I think it's deserted or so. So we went to one small hill there. These guys stood there. They cut grass, they tied the grass, right? And then they said, okay, fine, they are going to pray for me. They even took out the Bible. So In my mind, then I was like, no, these people are so genuine. They took out the Bible, they prayed on it, they tied the grass, they poured water, they spit on the grass, they spit on the heat, spat in my palms. I was like, I should rub them together and rub them on my head. I did exactly what they said. And then after a while, this guy was like, for this to be able to work, do I have money on me? I said, no, I have only 2,000 francs and it's my transport too. This man was like, okay, fine. Um, does my mom have a laptop? I said, yes, my mom has a laptop. He told me that in my mom's laptop, right, there's a file in her laptop that if he does not delete that file, is going to make people is going to make her lose her job. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want my mother to lose my job. He asked me, do I want my mother to lose my job? Please, fam, I beg, please don't laugh. I know it's so stupid being in low acid. And then I was this naive. So he was like, oh, do I want my mother to lose her job? I was like, hey, no, 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 I don't want my mother to lose her job. So he was like, okay, fine, this is what you're going to do. He asked me that, do I know where any place in the house where my mom keeps money? I'm like, yes, I think I know where she keeps money. So he's like, go home, gather all the money in the house, you bring it to me. We have to pray on the money so that you go and keep it back. And then you bring your mother's laptop. See me, I carry my koro head. Okay, so imagine, he took the 2,000 francs for me, right? Okay, and told me that I should get on the bike that he came with. Imagine that. I don't know what I was thinking. Which bike man in his normal senses will stand and be waiting for all these things to happen? That was how naive I was. So I got on that same bike. The bike man took me to our house. I went into the house. My mom was sitting in the living room that day. I sneaked into her room. I took 15,000 from her cupboard. Yes, I did. I wasn't working on my normal sense. I don't even know if they blew something on my head or what happened. I swear to date, I don't know what happened because I cannot believe I was that stupid. So I took 15,000 francs, and so I was so lucky that my mom's laptop was not in the room. I'm so serious. I know I would have carried the laptop. So I did not carry that laptop. I didn't see, since the laptop was not in the room, it was not possible for me to carry. So I did not take the laptop because the laptop was in her study and she was in the living room. So if I would have gone to the living room, I mean, if I would have gone to the study, she would have definitely seen me carrying her laptop and would have been a problem. So I took the money, I was hurrying, I was running, I ran. And then, mind you, he told me that when I should get into the house, I should make sure that nobody sees me, because if they see me, whether it's the medicine or whatever they are doing on me, it's not going to work. So I have to hide while I'm going to take those things. So this is me. I went, I left, I took that 15,000, I got on the bike, we went back there. The man was praying, he was praying on it. So he told me, this is where the story gets funny. He told me to get, no, he told me to take that 2,000 that he took from me, right? He hired a bike for me to go home. Mind you, they had a bike and that the three of us could get on that bike. He told me that as I'm going home, right, he told me that he's going to be coming behind with the bike rider so they can come and explain to my mother like what happened, how they have prayed on the money and how everything is okay now, how he's going to come and give the money to my mom. But first I should go ahead, right? He put me on the bike that I should go ahead and I should not look behind. I should not tell anybody what has happened, because if I tell anybody what has happened, I was going to die. I have to wait till he comes. So this is me. I was going home. Like, I climbed on the bike. I was really going home like, no, it's okay. I was like confident that these guys were following me behind. Like, everything is going to be okay. Everything will be sorted out. Like, my mom is still going to be happy. Like, her daughter is foresighted. She has done things, but she has done things to help the family. But mind you, fam, I got on this bike. I was going home. So as I was climbing the hill going to our house, my uncle even waved at me. He greeted me. I did not answer. I could not even turn behind because this guy said, don't turn behind. If you turn behind, you will die. If you tell anybody, you will die. So I've gone and reached. I arrived home. So I stood outside because I could not, because the 15,000 was still with them, right? So in my mind, since the money was with them, they were going to come back and then they give the money to my mother. Yeah, that's how stupid I was. So in my mind, I was like, okay, they'll come back and then they'll give the money to my mother. They didn't, in fact, it's not like they did not do that. Let the story keep, just let me tell you guys this story. So I went, and then I stayed out in the yard, like, okay, that I'm waiting for these people, I stayed there for close to two, okay, no, not close to 2 hours. Okay, this is what happened. So, okay, as my dad passed me when he was coming home, right? He came and then he met me out in the yard. So I was standing out in the yard. He asked me that, so what are you doing out here? I told him that no, it's okay. I'm waiting for some people. He said, okay, no problem. So he went into the house, and then I stayed in the yard for 2 hours. I was waiting for people. Nobody was coming. Then it started dawning on me like, oh my God, Nay, you have been duped. Like nobody came because I left there by 3, and then it was at about 5 and nobody had come. So I was like, oh my God, I started crying, I started panicking, like, how will I tell my mom I stole her money? I mean, like, that was the most funny experience in my life, and I started thinking about it, but then it was so crazy because my mom was so mad that she didn't talk to me for 1 week. Like something like this was happening. I even came home and I took money. Why didn't I even explain to her the situation? I'm like, I wish I was walking in my right mind. Like, definitely I would have told you. So, but later, I mean, like, since then we made up and everything was okay. But fam, the moral lesson about this is, if you are, I mean, like, generally, me, if people ask me for direction, the simple thing I tell them is I don't know. Since that day, I don't know. I don't want to know, because if I tell them I live in this area, I don't want, because they say once, they say, what is, how do you guys say that thing again in English? Once bitten, twice shy. Yes. I don't know the direction to any place. I'm new here. I'm not saying anything. Please, I don't want it to repeat itself again. So far, I just want to tell you all to be careful. And if you enjoyed this story time, please let me know down in the comment section. Leave your comments down. Tell me, give me like ideas, give me video tips, video ideas. And I always say, guys, please drop constructive criticisms. Like, I'm so open to criticisms. Thank you, fam. Thank you so much. Like, thank you for the love and everything. And please remember to like, to subscribe, and to share. Until then, fam, see you on my next one.